fix all my stuff again. It sucks. I gotta redo all of this. Shit. Rename test. Or break. Thanks, babe. Yeah, they didn't really do anything in there. Is that what they were doing? Yeah, all that shit, the tile stuff that we had put in, they took it all down. Like the LED tile stuff? Yeah, it's fucked up. So I don't know who's gonna set that all back up. Because they're all like disconnected and kind of thrown all over the floor. I guess. I mean, I don't care now, but come springtime. No. Fuck, I have to redo all my shit. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, it sucks. What are you doing? I'm gonna go watch Christmas movies. I'm gonna do Christmas work. Yeah, what are we doing for dinner? Anything special? Okay. Nah. Thai food? Well, we'll cross that road when we get to it. I know, I'm stuffed. Oh, fuck. Do you have a lighter? Oh, never mind, I found one. Forget it. Oh. I have to set up some stream things. Hang on, let me make a new scene. Desktop, I guess. Try that out. Paste reference. Okay. Media source. Video capture device. Add new source. Oh, let's go. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm assuming it's this one. Okay. Whoops. Oh, really? There's no undo for this? Nice. There we go. Filters. Okay, we want to do color correction. Do they have color correction? Good enough. And then chroma key, right? Sucks I have to do this every day because I like totally changed the way OBS works. Because I'm dumb. That's probably good enough, I guess. Doop doop dee doop boop boop doop 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 doop. Add display capture, blah blah blah. Sure. Yeah, we were running like 5 4K NDI feeds last night, or when we did the cube hack shit, which is pretty insane when you think about it. There's a lot of bandwidth. Yeah, I'm gonna do some HapQ tests with TD. So we're gonna actually install the new Octane here, and we're gonna dick with that, render out some scenes. Hopefully this shit's all good. Yeah, there's like a new version. Copy. What is it? Like program files. Max on R20 SDK. Something like that. 4077. Yeah, I think this one's new. Jesus fucking Christ. Just do it. Okay. So get the new Octane in. R20. Think I had a working GLSL rig all ready to go, which was yikes. Where'd I put it? D. No. Row. Where would I have put it? You think I would have put it in the TD stuff? Maybe. Cube 03 isometric full cube and separate. No. C40 OSL. Here we go. I think it's this one, R2 maybe. Might actually just be this. Do I have the right? Oh, fuck off. Is this right? The fuck is with my camera? It says it's perspective. It doesn't look perspective. Like a massive piece of shit. Why does this look weird? Is it because of this one? Let me look at the coordinates. This is wrong. Oh, this is really wrong. This can't be right. This one looks better. I think it's actually this. -45 and -28. Shouldn't it be like 32 or something? Guess it doesn't really matter. The fuck? Let me just test this really quick. Oh, is this with motion blur, I think? Maybe. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh, that's right. I remember I wanted to test the motion blur on this. Right, and it doesn't work in the OSL. Oh, that's a bummer. But it works in the renderer. Okay. Still doesn't look right to me. Why is this so weird? Okay, no matter what, if moving this camera shouldn't do shit. Float object size 3.6. Shouldn't be 10. Hmm. Let's take this line out. Compile. Render. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? I see. Uh, 768 by 768. Oh. There's your problem. Right. Okay, let me spit this out real quick. Export PNG of cube map test. PNG. Just want to see something real quick. Should be the right map, I think. Question. How does it work to have the light shows that are completely synced to the music? I'll bet you if you've been to 100 EDM festivals or 100 DJ shows, not one of them was synced. How does the light man knows what the DJs are doing? They never do, dude. They never fucking do. Trust me. It's all just like they might know the song and then know certain things and might hit the button at the exact same time. But dude, trust me, there is no synchronization from a guy playing a CD player to a guy at the light desk ever. It's amazing. Oh, am I semi-transparent? Cool. But this is what you're doing, making the show sync to the music. Yes, this is what I am doing. But I'm actually just testing out Octane Renderer because I wanna get some HapQ files in here. Yeah, I'm just slowly fading. My career is slowly fading. So now my video is too. So you're just gonna use Octane to render to output you to TD stuff? Well, no, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm just trying. Like, I want to do some things that, like, obviously, there's only so many like things you can do with TD, but like with Octane renders, you could do a lot more prettier things, and then just kind of hybridize the two. But I just want to make sure this rig is working right. that was gross. What do I call that? Cube map test or whatever. Actually, it was a way better way to test this, but okay, so let's see how it looks on the cube. Yeah, it's about right. Ooh, no, it's a little off. Yep. Okay, so I have to match my camera perspective to my world, because while it kind of looks right, there's some weirdness happening up here, in here, like you can tell. The perspective is wrong. So I have to clone this camera into... Yeah, it's my lens. Yeah, I had an issue with this last time, but I know how to do it, at least. It's this bugger right here. Where the fuck is it? Map light, flat map cam. There you go. This has to match this, so I don't know if I have to do it in my shader or I do it on the camera. 32 and 45. That's the problem. So to get this to be right, what's my cube size? Is just 10, right? Aha. Okay, here we go. Object size 10. 300 and fuck yeah. So I think this has to be 100 millimeters. 100 by 100, something like that. And then like 1 by 1, just for shits and giggles. 10 linear. It should technically still. Oh, it's gonna be tricky. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll just do a conversion from here from millimeters to centimeters. Just so I don't have to fuck around with units. I can just pad zeros or whatever. Yeah, I remember it was like it was a dumb camera match problem. The fuck are my preferences? Oh. Units. Centimeters. Boom. Show units, auto convert units, blah blah blah. Okay, so our cube is gonna be 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, and it's gonna be 1 centimeter. Well, let's go like 0.1 or 0.2. 0.2. Okay, and then we'll move our camera. We'll try and match it as best we can here. Let me get rid of this just for starts. So here's our custom matrix, object, perspective. Okay, let's start matching values here. View, 45.4 and 50. 45.4 and 50. Is this millimeter then? Okay, that looks better. Let me do the chords first, actually. 18, 15, 18. Negative 18, 15, 18. X, Y, Z. 18, 15, 18, right? Why is that so wrong? Oh, because of my degree rotation thing. What is my tilt? Negative 32 and 45. Why does this look wrong? Oh, it would be 180, right? negative? Where's my camera? Oh Christ, this is annoying. Should be closer to here, no? Something like that. I wish you could do the paste relative reference thing in here. That would be nice. There we go. Yeah, this is like way out of whack. 180, 180, and then 60. Got it. 150, right? Better. So this OSL should render a little bit better, right? Oh, okay. That's not rendering it at all. Why is that? My camera's right. So no lights or something? Oh, is my light not? I thought I would have parented it to the fuck? My focal length should be 50. Wow, man. No, it's not the lights. It's like a fucking it's weird, man. It's like I cannot match this camera no matter what I do. I mean, these are so simple values, but it's like focal length 45.4. But what focal length is it? Is it horizontal? Like, so if I did 45.4 for my focal length, right? And then you have this like sensor shit, right? So your FOV, you have horizontal and vertical, right? Which are, I guess, 1-to-1. So my FOV in here, you know, it doesn't, it says it's just 50. You know? Focal length and aperture, but I cannot change this. Because if I do that, you know, you want focal length and aperture, right? Unless I just did 50. Is it just default at 50? There's no aperture setting in here. You have like... Go to physical. Object. .4. Yeah, it exporting. Yeah, you can export the camera from Cinema 4D to TD, but you can't go the other way, which is a fucking bummer, man. I wish you could. Like export movie, you know, this is just fucking, you know, rasterized video. And you can't, yeah. I know, you can go one way, just not the other. I know. I thought I did, but it wasn't perfect. It really wasn't. Why is this so weird? Oh, well, as long as it outputs it semi right. Because like essentially, I want my cube to be 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, you know, and then why is this like 0.2 centimeters? And if this was 1, is there like a scale on this fucking thing? Probably. I probably have some bullshit scale. No, I don't. Weird, man. See, like a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter fills this fucking thing up, and that's not right. Especially if this cube's supposed to be 100 wide, you know? I have found that like a unit in here, right? So my cube is 10 by 10 by 10, right? But for like in units, it's just units. It could be millimeters, could be centimeters, could be fucking feet. Yeah. That's why I choose Octane actually over Redshift, is because the GSL renderer, the GSL camera. Redshift doesn't have one, I don't think. Maybe it does. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, but it'd be cool if it did. But you guys are absolutely right. I'm pretty sure I had one that worked fine. Like I have this one, right? Which I thought was the right one. Like this one. But this doesn't look right. Especially if I'm going through perspective. That ain't right. You know, that almost looks orthographic. But it's not. That's the thing. I have this like fucking thing in here. But let's just do this. Let's fucking whack this shit. Whack all this shit. Let's create a cube that I know is not going to have any weird transforms on it or anything, and then we'll just call this like, yeah, 100 by 100, right? Because originally we did 360. So 3.6, right? Because in the OSL here you have fucking, yeah, see, object size, float, object size. So we're going to say it's 100. Right? Instead of 3.6. So here's our shitty OSL camera, and then if I go to render this out, right, we're getting this because 100, right? But if I start just for shits and giggles, moving the camera closer, I get some weird shit happening. But when I move it further away, that's just something right with that. That should not be behaving this way. So I think it has a lot to do with, it has nothing to do with focal length or anything. It's just weird. You know, because the OSL camera's overriding all this shit. So maybe all this is just handled in the OSL for like your angle, right? Because if I start moving the camera... Wait, no, we want minus 700. Or 100 by 100, you know... Just doesn't make any fucking sense. And negative 28, and then this is like your angle, right? The angle's not going to fucking matter either, because OSL is saying, you know, just take the top face of the render. Didn't you hard code a variable in your script? Yeah, I did. That's Oh, maybe no, this is it. Just object size, right? So if I crank this down to 10, like that, what I thought was the variable, right? And then these are the matrix transforms, right? And then this pulls object size, matrix size, object size, final transform, object transform times object scale, point roll, the final trans cube position. And then cube position takes from object size, which is this float here. Wait. Where's that being referenced? Oh, here. Okay, good. Yeah. So I'm writing that. But what's weird is that reset and compile did something completely different. The fuck? Yeah, 3.6. 2. And then 1. I think the units in the OSL camera are different. Maybe? Like, let me throw a nasty fucking sphere in here and... That's weird. Make a radius of that. Yeah, okay. I see it. So, things are getting funny now. Let me make a light really quick. Just fucking whatever. Area light. Oh, rip. Do targeted area light. Put the target to 0. If it's not already. Where's the stupid light tag? Visibility. Hello. Camera visibility. Okay. You just fucking dumb this shit down. Right. Can sort of see it. I mean, it's just janky because of my light angle, but whatever. There. Easier to see. So now this has something to do with my object size and my OSL thing, right? So if I said 3, reset, compile, right? 2, reset, compile. Yeah, it's like, oh, like 0.5? This is weird. Output director P, output float T max. There's no other hard-coded variable in here. Can't be 1.8. There's no way. Like, this makes no sense. None of this makes sense. It should be, the object size should be, like, this should be in units, right? So if I did 100, or 10 even, you know, and then I start moving the camera, you know, we should be seeing that going fucking absolutely crazy. But as I go negative with the value, or like out in space, like if I go fucking 10,000 centimeters, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Maybe it's my transform matrix or something. Well, I can't do a 300. I want to keep the cube size the same. I want to keep all my units uniform. You don't want to start mixing up like 3.6 and 360. Because that's how I had it before, and it was all good and great. But like the other way I can actually hack this is not use an OSL camera and then remap it within TD, which we already have. But so much better to render straight to OSL. What is P? Cube output point position equals P. And then this is cube position. And then world position minus point. What the fuck is this? Why am I... No way. That can't be right. Camera... Why is that line commented out? Camera. This is the only time I'm referencing camera and world. Is that actually reading this name? No, it can't be. I could maybe redo the OSL shader. Yeah, I did. That's the problem. I wrote the script myself. Because I had to make this fucking goofy fucking 16 fucking part, 16 variable matrix transform to get this to even work. And then I set an object size and then point position, vector direction, right, which is normal, and float Tmax, which is, well, if I did that, then it'd just fucking go everywhere, but I feel like it's so close with the other one, but when I start just changing some stupid fucking variables, my shit goes to shit. Like, let's set this up without OSL real quick. Like if I did an object, if I make a camera here, right? And let's like just try and match units basically. Let me do this. Just TD cam, right? Boom. Okay, so here's a really fucked up thing. Let me go chord 0. Okay, so here's our TD cam, right? So let's just get the transforms in. So it's 18, negative 18, 15, and 18. So X, Y, Z. So negative 18, 15, and 18. But this already kind of doesn't make sense in a weird way. Because it is where? Where is my camera? Am I looking through it? Yeah, I was looking through it like a fucking idiot. 18, 15, 18. Let me not look through it for starters. Okay, let me just fucking kill this really quick. So where is our camera? Fuck. It's like inside the cube because it's so fucking big. Because we're like 100 by 100 or whatever. So I can't even fucking surf around the scene without fucking scrolling out a million miles. Like, what the fuck is this? Is it, you know? So TD cam is just so fucking close, right? Let me remove sphere and cube, right? So now in cube we have, you know, 100, right? So even if I did like 1 centimeter, right? Just for fucking shits and giggles, because that would be 100 millimeters, right? So I can't even fucking. And then order XYZ or whatever. So XYZ on that should be -32, -45. So -32 and -45. Right? So now I'm looking through TD cam, but it's fucking weird. Projection should be perspective. So about that. So what the fuck happened to my cube? Like, why is it so fucking off? It's a fucking mystery. Like, I feel like these two values should be the same. So, you see, like you have 18, 15, and 18, but that can't be right because X and Z need to be basically be the same if you're doing 45. Right? And then now it's like a matter of my cube scale, right? So, it's fucking bugging me. Some random person. Great. So let me knock this down to 10 by 10 by 10. See, now that makes fucking more sense. So 10 centimeters would be what? Not 100 millimeters, right? Is 10 centimeters 100 millimeters, or is 1 centimeter 100 millimeters? Oh shit, that's a good oh fuck. Oh, 10 centimeters is like 100 millimeters. Okay, so this is right then. But you see what I had to do here? I had to go negative on X, Y, Z here for the coordinates on the camera system, but here it's positive. So you have -18, 15, and 18. Well, 10 centimeters equals 1. No, sorry. 10 centimeters equals 100 TD unit. Which is, I don't know why that is. But this is just what I'm not understanding. You know? So if I start fucking with this, you know what I mean? Like, okay, great. You know, if I go -18 on this, you know, I'm off in space. But I'm looking at my, like, scale, translate, rotate. Scale, rotate, translate. Oh, that's the order. Okay. But it doesn't let you do it here. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, I guess. If it's right, it's right. Sounds like C4 uses different Z direction. Yeah, I don't know. It also could have been the order, right? So I could kind of maybe fix that actually by going rotate, scale, translate, or translate, rotate, scale. Right? Rip. Because I just really want to match these values. It's just so weird. Yeah, you'd want 18 and negative 18, but like, so you have negative 18, 15, 18. But here maybe it's just their Z direction is backwards. You know what I mean? I mean, it works. Like, I have it now. More or less. I guess their Z axis goes, the up vector on the Z goes a different way. Well, like the opposite way. Or Cinema 4Ds does. I don't know. So here's the burning question, though, is can I put this OSL tag on here now? And fucking boop that, right? So object size now is going to be 10, right? Yeah, okay, so let me change this to 10. Reset and compile, and then just fucking try rendering this out, I guess. Again. It's just not shitting it out the way I want. So here's this, right? Okay, well, like, watch this as a test, right? I'm going to throw this material on there. Oh, rip. I'm going to go ahead and convert that. I'm going to edit these UVs. How the fuck do you do this again? Something like, and then that, right? Oh, yeah, I have to go in and, whoops. I have to delete some faces for this to work. The Cinema 4D text. Yeah, we're gonna redo the GLSL shader because I think I did it wrong. That's probably what happened. So we're gonna go to this shit camera. And fuck. It's like, it's so hard to zoom in and shit now. You know? Like I can't even, like my units are so off that navigating around this piece of shit is fucking impossible. Let me go into a project here. Is there like a units thing in here? Centimeters. I don't know if we do millimeters. No, it's still gonna fucking choke. Fuck! Why is this such a pain in the ass? Like, standard units, dude. Okay, there, that's a little more normal, right? And we're gonna go 100. I guess I just must have messed something up in that other one. And then I'll just pull the camera from the other one. See, because now I can fucking move around. So is it this one? No, it's the next one. Wait, no, this one. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this camera. Go into here, paste it. Right now, when we look through this camera, it's gonna go that way, right? Yeah. Why is it doing a fucking 360 just to change the camera? Uh-oh. I think I know what happened. Oh god, is this doing what I think I'm doing? I think I'm viewing the camera from the negative 180. It's the rotation of my camera in Touch Designer. How did that get fucked up? Eesh. He inverted everything. Okay, well that's okay. We could just start again and then just copy the units over from. We can do this from Cinema 4D, and then export my camera, and then use that camera in TD. That's easy. It's not like I have to redo animations and shit. And then just start with a new environment. Yeah, fuck. How did that happen before, though? That fucking sucks. Yikes. And if my cube is 100 by 100 by 100, right? What is the deal with this? Oh, my grid size. I was like, oh, okay, well, why isn't that lining up like perfectly like that? Okay, so if I make a if I just kind of rough it in here, I fucking see what happened. Rip. I know a way to fix this too. Is I can export the camera and use a null object and then parent the camera to that. So I'll just use the null object thing. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Okay, so let's. How do you make a camera from view or whatever? Camera. Oh, wait. Before we even do that, let's do 1920 by 1080, just so we get a frame, right? Fuck off. I think I have to re-import cube geometry for some of these too, because I'm deleting the wrong faces now. Or if I have to put a transform at the end of it and rotate at 180. Nah. Is there a crosshair thing here in the panel editor or whatever? Options? Something like that. Configure. Do they have a crosshair thing? View. Title save center. Oh, that's center. Don't they have like center? Title save, action save, center. No, oh, that's for that. Is there like a crosshair somewhere? Just so I can get the exact middle? Come on, they gotta have some, right? Because that would be really easy and handy. Oh, they don't have it. Yeah, in Cinema 4D, where is it? Because I don't want the center of the cube. I want the center of that. It's weird that they don't have anything like that. I could use a back. Could draw a line and parent it to the camera. Yeah, could do that. Let me do that. What? Just can you do it with guide? Actually. Oh well, there is no camera right now. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, I'll just fucking do this. Create. Camera. So now these should be a little more normal. Okay, so the pitch needs to be -32. What is this? 130. Why is this 130 on my... Shouldn't it be XYZ 45? Just gonna look through my camera here. 45, 148. Oh, I guess that's gonna be my thing, right? And then the Z is 180 degrees. Right? And then these two numbers should be the fucking same. So let's say... I feel like we can get a little closer. You can get more closer, I think. So I'm not understanding. This is the angle of where your camera's at. We're gonna go 32 millimeter focal length. Insert. Well, that gives me the... Yeah, you have to like... Yeah. You have to like... You can't... It just puts it... where you put the marker. What the fuck is that? Let me look at my camera outside of my viewer here real quick. That's the line I want right there. That line has to be right here on that face. I think it would work if I was doing a square object, but I think you can select the asset and press O to center the cam on that asset. Oh, you think? Yeah, but while you're looking at the camera, does it work that way? Yeah, and now that's right, and it's working, but it's centering to the center of the cube. I want to center to this point. So I think actually what I need to do is do this, and then go to point select, and then do that maybe. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work on points. There's no way that's in the center. Yeah, it doesn't work on points. It works on objects. Set the origin point. Oh, yeah. I could do that. I could take this and then actually just move this. Oh, rip. Why isn't it moving the... Oh, right, because it's not a fucking... Let me just do this really quick. C. There you go. Now you can move this to like, what is it, 50? I wish there was... Oh, there is. I wish there was snapping. What do we want? Work plane snap. Grid point snap. And then we'll take vertex snap off. There you go. Right? 50. 50. 50.734. How is that a thing? Why? This cube should be 100 by 100. So if it's 100 by 100 and my work plane... Now it's all backwards. Yeah, it's like completely backwards. That is so gimped. Yeah, I don't particularly trust this snap here. Like, why isn't this snapping? Because I'm too far? Yep. Because, I mean, in theory, this camera should actually be... Like, I wish you could just... There, I mean, it should be there, really. But now my... See what I'm saying? So now my rotation is... -45, okay. It's like 162, so now if I pick this object, why is this reset? What grid point? 35.055. It's like snapping to the grid behind. Ah, should have done it here. There you go. Should have used like top grids for that. There you go. That's better. Oh, so if I hit O, it's yeah, no, it's still centering the volume. Like it's centering the whole object. Can't you parent the camera into a null instead of messing with the object? Yeah, you know what? That's a better idea. Let's do a targeted camera. And then I'll just put the target right where it needs to be. Done. Yeah, I'll do that. It's probably easier. So our cube's still 100 by 100, I'm assuming, right? Create camera, target camera, right? And then we'll just move our target to exactly where we fucking need it. It just makes life so much easier. Where is the fucking target? Good question. Where's your coord? Where's the fucking target? Target object. Coord. Here we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go here. 50. 50. 50. 50, right? Okay, that's better. And then the so to set the elevation of the cube now, it's a matter of rotating it, right? Oh, I don't want to rotate the target. I want to rotate the camera. Right. So shit. Let's do 100. Right. So no matter what, that center is always going to be in the center. This is okay. This is good. This is what we want. Good call with the target center, buddy. So the pitch is going to be -32. Or no, it's going to be 20, whatever I set it at, right? So I have to actually move my camera until that hits 32 degrees. Ooh, how are we going to do that? That's trig math there. Is there a way to slowly... Oh, damn it, dude. So 94.92 18 19 189 188. I mean, that's gonna get adjusted oh so slightly anyway. 186 185. Okay, and then that's like just gonna always be 135, right? Because of our thing, right? So no matter where we are here, if I back out, sorry, this way, yeah. Oh shit, I'm in like so not in the frame, but whatever. Now it's a matter of FOV. So that's good. We got center frame lock. I guess here would be acceptable. You can't type it in directly because so it'd be 203. See, this sucks to me. These numbers, I fucking hate them. These, but if you start changing them too much, I could delete the target, but then I'm going off center again. But like I said, if I export my null object just fine. Okay, let me throw an Octane camera tag on there real quick. All right. Fuck, come on. And what are we looking at? Like a focal length, maybe like what is it? 32 or something like that. Like 32 millimeter, or do we want to go 35? I guess 35 millimeter, 30. Because that's like, you know, can't have that. It's got to be somewhere realistic. Like, I had 50 before, but that's to cover up more frame, right? So if we did like a 50 millimeter normal lens, and then now we change our coords, right? So we'll just back off to about there. Somewhere where I can get some normality in those numbers, you know? This heading, though, is so weird. You know, like you would think the heading would be... See, because you have heading, pitch, and fucking... Bank. Yeah. But... I mean, all's well that ends well. You know, like this... One of these should have been a 45. You know what I mean? Because you're 45 from wherever. But shit, I mean, we could just leave it as is. Because that should be a 45-degree bank. You know? Well, sorry, you don't want to bank at all. It should be 0. It should be a 45-degree heading. Yeah, you would want the X, Y, and Z to be the same, right? So you have to change this order to X, Y, Z, right? But then you get this weird shit, right? You know? And now our target got fucked up because of that. X, Y, Z, you know? So it's doing some strange mystical fucking things. Because of so you have a 180 minus 45 degree now. So maybe we should just leave it here. Yeah, it's at 135. 135 is 180 minus 45. Place the camera first, then the target, and then change this order to XYZ, you think? I mean, it could still work with this, really. I mean, it's the same thing. Or should we just really... Yeah, okay, so... Can you delete the target? And then... See, but here's the issue. If I go 45, then look what happens. You know, now my camera's like being oriented to the wrong way. Which is not really what we want. You know, we want the camera up here looking down that way. Because that's front. See, because if I make this... And this is 32 degrees. Can you create a ray trace? Yeah, at some point, sure. But we're in a different planet right now, so no. I'm just looking at this though. Is this right though, or is this wrong? This one's ideally wrong, right? With the translate at negative 18, 15, and 18. You know what I mean? Or should I just roll with this 148, 145, and then a 180? Rotate on that, or should I just... Let's see, roll with this one, eh? Yeah, let me harmonize these kind of positions here. Let's say 275 by 275, right? And then 250. Right? So I'm a little off. So how do I get my target back? Is there a... Oh, target. Basic. Wait. Where did my cord... Do I have to, like, pick the camera or something? What? Why can't I move the target? Oh. The fuck? Target object. No. Damn you to hell. Just reset my transform. You're fucking amazing. Oh, create a null and use that as the target. Yeah, that would have been the right way to do it. All right. Yeah. Okay, so this is... This is our target, right? Up in that corner. This is our camera that we fucked up big time. How do you point to that null? Yeah, particle cube came out amazing. I just have to redo my camera system into something way more comprehensive. Create a new target camera, right? Got it. So here's our null cam targ, right? And then we'll create new camera, target camera, right? And then you can just pick the thing here or something. Object, basic chord, target object, camera target 1. Let's just do camera. Oh, whoops. Camera targ. I'm gonna do that. Get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So again, with these shit numbers, you know? Because we're going to have to do this, basically, right? I'm going to have to be able to... There's a motion control thing that's going to be... oh. Let's just not talk about that right now. So I have to basically just agree on an angle, right? So I could say 160 or something. Oh, okay, now at least now I can type them in, right? Oh, no, I can't. I mean, It should be like close to that, right? So let's keep this whole. Let's make this 200, 200, and then get this fucker up to about kind of where we want it. Actually, should be around there. 185. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, so do we? Yeah. Control save, whatever. Nikki, should we just keep this at like with a heading of 135 degrees, negative 32 and 0? That should translate roughly the same. I mean, right? Just obviously a 180 shift on the thing, and then I export this camera to TD. I think this is right. Just because I definitely 100% want that center point, the center of a 1920 by 1080 frame, for dumb reasons, right? And the reason is actually so is if I have content that's 1920 by 1080 that I want to remap onto the cube, but it has a very discrete fucking action happening around a center point, like a GLSL shader, then that's going to happen at that part of the cube and not in the center of the cube offsetting it. So this is actually a better way of doing it. That's why I was really adamant on having that corner point in the center of my frame. In case anyone was wondering. So it's going to be center. So there's going to be like one very, very finite fucking spot in the crowd where content will look optimal. Just one lucky fan out of thousands that are going to be like, yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure all my shit's good. I'm 100, 100. Right, but okay, while this is all good and great, let's save this as cube 04 OSL. Fucking. Because we still got to work in OSL the next step, but let me do some tests actually. And the way that we can test is I can take this texture, right? Let me go back here, cube 4, fucking paste it there, right? Let me lock this before I do anything fucking dumb. Let me take this, copy it, paste it, and get rid of that. Throw that out of the render. Go here, and that's my 1920 by 1080. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna cull those faces in the back. And then I'm going to UV it, and then do a couple test renders, and then import and see what happens. Right? Hello? Faces? Why select face? What did I do wrong? Rectangle selection. What? Live selection. Here. So we want to call this face, and that face, right? So there's our cube geo, sort of. Now I'm going to UV wrap. Yeah, that's obviously fucked up. UV edit. I think it's just a matter of what are we doing here? Projection. Cubic. Box. Flat. Cubic 2. Oh, it's getting there. Optimal mapping. Cubic. Stretch to fit. What the fuck? Realign. No, optimal angle. What the fuck is it doing? Should be cubic. Oh, whatever. Sphere, cubic, box. Box is right, but why is it? Okay. Why you do this? I would've. What the fuck? Are you for real right now? Like, left side, right side? Well, why isn't it just maxing? Why isn't it maxing the UVs? Or is it? And it's just making a really dumb outline. Like, what the fuck is this gap all about? The fuck? Yeah, I mean, what the fuck's your problem? Why are you putting the top up there and the... Why isn't it actually mapping? What is wrong with this thing? Did I just do this the wrong way, I think? Let's make a sphere. Boundary to quad, fit UV to canvas. Okay. So why is it mapping the UVs all goofy? It shouldn't have done it that way. It should do it, Why is it being all fucking dumb and shit? Just deleting those faces shouldn't have a massive bearing on... Like, what the fuck? I hate UV editing, by the way. Okay, so that's right, but... Okay. Cubic. Yeah, it's just gonna do the same thing, I guess. I guess I could just do this. What is it, like 0.5, 0.5? Right? And then move everything, or, sorry, 2.5? Because it's a quarter? No, what? It should be 0.5. Oh. 1 to 1, it should be half. Right. Is that right? Yeah, that's half. Yeah, I'll just massage them into place and then just fucking hard type them in or whatever. How do you do that again? You have to like move. Get the fuck out of here now with that. UV polygon mode. Yeah, there you go. This is so ugly. Whoa, my... Oh, because I'm tiled. I'm like, why are my UVs going negative? Left. What is this? Right. Oh, they have the same... Wow. Oh, no, they don't. And this is the right side. What are you doing? Why can't I see? Oh, God, I lost it. Where did it go? I can't... Thank you. This is right, and then this should be top, yeah? Yeah. Okay, cool. So why the fuck? Why do I keep losing my cursor? What the fuck is going on here? No, the UV set's fine. It's just like I need to like fucking massage them into the right spot, you know, and then use see, it's like this one's a little off. A little off. That one's a little off. I just have to go like boundary to quad or something because it's like it's just being dumb. So this is more or less what I want, right? And then if you have optimal mapping, stretch to fit, but see that happens, right? Spacing. Oh, 0. Ah, that's what I want. Now I just have to, oh, okay. Now I just have to rotate it. 0, 1, 1, I don't know, what is that, 180 or something? Yeah, there you go, done. Finished it. Oh, are these wrong? Oh, these guys are backwards, I think. Why is my mouse freaking out? Hang on one sec. Display. How do you amp up the textures in the viewport? Oh, I think you actually just do it in here, right? Sorry. I have to go back. That's why I made the gap, because I had a 2% fucking gap in there. I think the numbers are wrong on these two. I just have to transform those UVs. That's all. It's easy. Fucking lighter. Really, Walmart? I think it's in, where is it? Editor or something like that. Size, I don't know. Let's go fucking 1024 by 1024. There we go. Okay, so the top one's right. 22, 23, 24. 28, 47, 48, 52. Yeah, this guy's got to get changed. Edit. This one needs to be rotated. Oh, right. Oh. These are backwards. This should be that side. The fuck? This should be the top. That should be the left. Wow, that was weird. And why does this always break? That should be here. That should be there. Why does Cinema 4D do this? It like I lose focus on my mouse for like a second. Yeah, this ain't right. 21, 22. Is this map right? Has to be. Oh, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So this gets rotated 90. 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, I start from the top, I guess. Well, it's a good thing I labeled these. Fuck, could you imagine if I just did grids with no numbers? I would have been like, fucking rip. Okay, so, what happened here then? Optimal mapping. No. Cubic. Wait. No. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it puts them in the wrong order. I wish there was a quick command just to swap. Like left and right, you know? Maybe I could just do that, right? Okay, so we know the purple is this is the top. But why is it going way the fuck over there? My map is wrong. Can't you mirror? I know. Let me look at something really quick. Is there a way to open that up somewhere? Cube 3 pixel mode on PNG. Where the fuck is it? Oh, for fuck's sakes, I can't just load image. No. Edit? Oh, that's not helpful. So, why is that way down here? This should be up here. I can't redo the UVs. It's because I changed my camera. Now my UVs are wrong. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But I can't change the map. The map has to be the map. So I need to finagle this somehow. Like, that has to be the top. That has to be this. So how do you assign that UV to that, but without cheesing it, you know? So if I rotate these that way, and rotate these that way, and rotate these that way, that puts it on top. Right? So now it's right. There, I did it. Right? Left, right, top. Boom. I fixed. It's like, save it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now my UVs are correct, right? So if I go to my camera here and fucking bang this out, then we'll have our proper perspective map, right? Live here, whatever. There you go. Let me change one thing. Isn't there like a... I need to make an environment. Hang on. Just whatever. I'll do it like a little bit black so we can still tell where it is. There we go. Better. There, I did a ray tracing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 20. Okay. Let's just do this. We'll call this, fuck, I don't know. OSL 4 reproj map. Or test, whatever. Okay. So we're going to save this piece of shit. And I'm going to export an FBX of everything. Except for the Octane stuff. So actually, I'm going to save this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to keep the target, actually, just in case. And I'm going to delete these two prims. Export FBX. Okay. Let's go here. OSL projective. Cube OSL FPS TD. TD. Boom. Done. Okay. All right. Let's go into touch. Now let's. Oh, we got to do a number of different things. Let's go do the flat remap first. No. We have to do the perspective remap. So let's go to previs cube and just schlep it here real quick. I'll just call this OSL4. Okay, let's go. File, import. File, none, whatever. OSL, boom. Okay, so we want to import camera, and we don't want to merge geometry. Right. Great. Beautiful. Where'd it go? Oh, I just saw it. Okay, so that looks good. That looks good. Everything else looks kind of sort of good. Except for this null, right? So here's where we get the weirdness, right? 200, 185, negative 200, right? So that should be right. 200. See? It's doing it again. Negative 200. On the z-axis. Same fucking problem, man. Sucks. This should be 0. Oh, well, if I went fucking 0, right? Use up vector. Don't use up vector? I don't know. You still need that. Oh, look at. Camtark. Right. Okay, okay. Well, that's cool that it does this. Z-axis is inverted in TD compared with C4D. Okay, so wait a minute. So here, can I do this? Can I export an FBX, right? The same thing. And then flip Z-axis? Is that what I need to do? Probably. Okay. Well, let's try that. What a pain in the ass. Well, it's a good thing they added that option, man. I would have been pissed. Import again, blah, blah, blah. We'll do this. Oh, wait. Did I actually export it? Yeah, I think I did. Import camera, import lights, merge geometry, whatever. Yeah, create it. I don't give a shit. Right. Well, okay. That already looks better. Yeah. But funnily enough, we still get the did that give me an option when I did that, just out of curiosity? No, it didn't. Yeah, weird. See, it still does the same thing. And I don't like this rotate. I hate it. I really fucking hate it. So if I did a, just for fucking curiosity's sakes, right? If I did a render top, right, and then just made a fucking light, I don't give a shit where it is. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. What am I missing? I have a render, I have geometry, I have a light. Oh, Q camera. Camera, this, so I'll just do cam 1. Sure. 20, 1080. Why do I have no render right now? Oh, Matt. I don't know. I'll just do a Fong shader. Fuck it. Power material. Yeah. So what's the deal? 10. I have to move the light fucking stupid far out or something. What's that negative 90 all about? Yeah, what is that all about? This is another thing I hate about fucking 185. Actually, let me take. I hate that it does this, but it puts it in a null. It parents it to a position. What's my rotate? Oh, jeez. Some dumb number. 45, 180. There you go. That's it. Right? More or less. Why does it look so fucking gimpy? It's just... It's in the right spot. But like my fucking... What's going on here? Render. Settings, view. Near, far clipping. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, so now it's just my light and it's ugly as fuck, right? So if I move this, it's got the wrong angle again. So what needs to happen then is my geometry is negative 180 should be scale -1. Like, what the fuck is this, man? Thank you, you fucking piece of shit. And then you got this fucking garbage, which I am not a fucking fan of. Like that. Like, why isn't, you know? Oh, this is the null I'm not using, right? I hate that this is a thing. But it's the only way that I'm gonna get the cube in the exact center, right? So if I turn on field guide, right? I've got my shit fucking dialed in there, which is cool, I guess. But it's just, I guess it's just the rotation, and we can live with it. So 147527. But it's getting it out of here. You know what I mean? So you're not seeing... I can't even change the order on that, but yeah. It is right. So the way we can actually test that 100% is to go fucking here, do an add top, right? Do that. And go movie, file in, whatever, and we'll just do this. Desktop shit. Where the fuck am I? Where did I call it? What did I call it? I called it like cube. Oh, it's already testing. Okay, cool. Add that to that. Now, why is this so wrong? So here's coming from C4D at 1920 by 1080, right? $1904 by 983. What the fuck happened? Oh, I know what happened. I didn't render it to scale. Okay, there we go. Now it is. Export, save as PNG 16. What I call it? This one. Well, it's a good thing I checked that, eh? That would have drove me nuts. How do you reload it? Just that? Okay, there you go. Now it's perfect. So that's the render going on top of the thing. Well, minus the shitty resolution on my ad, right? I'll just go custom. Fuck it. 20. 1080. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's good. So our camera angles are matched perfectly. But I hate the number. But I guess that's the number you have to put to get this to be fucking center frame, right? Because it's always going to be a weird number because you're like scoping in on pixel values from angles and shit. So it's got to be some crazy float. Yeah, every one of these rectangles is an LED panel, basically. And then a panel is consistent of 16 modules. So you have modules that make up panels. Panels are actually the full physical fucking things. And then each side consists of, 3x6 panels. So it's a lot of pixels. So better still, let's add a geometry now and match the exact same cube, right? So the other test would be this, right? So if I added a box SOP, right? And then went into a geometry node here. Now random box showing up in my renderer is 1... Oh, well, no, that's the scale, right? So the size should be 10, 10, 10? Or 100, 100, 100. Okay, I'm 1-to-1 with God. All right, so we are finally 1-to-1. Now I don't have to do crazy fucking units and shit, because I know this cube is 100 centimeters. So I've just converted my units. This is good. So if I disable this cube, right? Or no, not that cube. If I delete the geometry, it would just work, right? Actually, let me change this to like a, well, guess it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, let me, just for my own sanity, do a wireframe on that one. And then let me add some goofy constant to this one. Yeah, we'll just make it fucking blue. I don't give a shit. Nice. Okay, so our geometry is cool. So here, obviously, if I go bigger, smaller with it, this is easier math too. If we're gonna do things. So now instead of saying at 10, it's 100. It's just a little more optimized. Right. So there, I'm making the cube bigger and smaller. And it lines up perfectly. Okay, so I have to redo my quad reproject. That's number one. And then on top of that, I have to get OSL working out of here to render out on that angle, right? So let's just actually close all this shit real quick. Go cinema 40R20. I can fucking find it. Wait, I don't want to do that. What the fuck? Oh, default. Get the fuck out of here. OSL, that's C4D. Right, so this is our OSL one. But it's not OSL because we haven't fucking enabled OSL. So let me open up one that has my fucking bullshit in here. This is what we need working now. So I have to take this OSL camera. Right? Let me create a new camera real quick. I'll just clone the thing. Create object. Okay, I don't know. Camera. Sure. Octane. Camera tag, OSL. Open editor. Reset and compile. Cool. Okay, so there we got that. Now copy this camera, go here. Let's call this OSL cam. Copy that tag over there. Boom, get rid of that. Now, in theory, this might not work right away, actually. Let me get a live viewer, OSL cam, boom. Right, okay, it's trying. This needs to be 768 by 768. I'll lock that frame in, okay. So, OSL, let's see here. I think this has a lot to do with my target too, right? So maybe I delete the target for starters. And then... Oop, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. Right. Now we have to adjust this shit, right? Object size, 3.6. Should it be 10? Compile and reset? No, it shouldn't. It can't be 100, even though that is the object size. Rip. I wonder. I'm scaling my units up so much. Maybe this work? No, that's just the matrix for the... cube position. Well, what if I moved it? No, it's not going to do anything. Oh. Sorry, we have a strict no complaining policy in the chat, so... Here is a weird fucking thing. It did the top, sort of, right? But it did it backwards and weird and stuff. If my cube object size is 1, right? So now I think it has more to do with my transform matrix, which I don't know is what. Fuck. Like I have no idea which way this needs to get transformed. It's right in doing it, but it did the top, so... So if I nix the fucking matrix transform, why does it still work? Matrix objects transform, and then matrix object scale equals matrix object size. Object transform times object scale, right? So like it seems like it's not even, it's ignoring all this shit. Not that. Okay, point, and then the direction of the ray, right? No. Huh, okay. So, 1, 1. I'm not sure... which Is that even working? Maybe you should be better off rewriting your OSL. Oh, God, you know how long it took me to do this? And now I don't remember any of what I did. This is right. Like all this shit, all these if statements, if left uv equals, you know, or is less than or equal to 0.5 and v is equal to 0.5, that means shift it all to the bottom left, right? And then the bottom right, because you're working in quads, so you only need 3 if statements. So that's right. It's this shit. But where does it get your camera information? That's another thing too. I have an old OSL reprojection that might actually be better. Maybe. Because once we get this OSL rocking, then we're done, basically. And then I just go back into TD and transform all my 3D space content to units of 100 instead of 10, which is just adding a 0 to everything. Yeah, I had one that worked the other day, but it's all backwards, as we've just found out today. It wants to work so bad. Cube position. Output point position, object size, point cube position. That doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, that has to be like 0.5. I hate OSL. Hate OSL so much. It's like, what if world position minus P, right? P is the point position. I do have like an old OSL, but I like the problem with the old one, it's I have to get it's a rotation set right in OSL. See, that's what I don't know, because you have this matrix object transform. So this is probably what's breaking it, or not breaking it. I mean, it's right, but this matrix here, it's like I think, what is it, like a 16 vector matrix, right? Well, I don't know why it's so fucking big, but I think this is what determines where the cube is. So that's why the top's right, because no matter where the cube is, if the top's like being rotated, it shouldn't matter, right? It's the angle of the two sides, right? That's why they're coming out weird here, right? So this has to be massaged to the right fucking thing. OSL is like GLSL, but it's different. It's more for like ray casting, not ray reprojection. Well, it does ray reprojection too, but it's not like a pixel shader. It's not like a frag shader or a vertex shader. Just a pain in the ass. I mean, like I said, my other option is rendering my content out at 1920 by 80 and then using TD to map and UV unwrap the cube. But that's like dumb. Especially when you can render directly to the map, you know? Nobody wants to deal with that shit. Oh, these are... Oh, of course. Okay, that makes sense. So I can change object size in the parameter? What? Why does it let you float object size equals... Well, wait a minute. What if I... Was not declared in this scope. Okay, well, there it's declared now, but why isn't it giving me... Yeah, it might be better to rewrite it. Let's go, let's do this. Can you reset the OSL shader tag? Do they have a... So if we use OSL camera, right? This is our same camera as this, I'm assuming? Yeah, same angle, same everything. What do they have for default here? Let me see. So if I switch it to OSL, right? Compile, nothing, right? Okay, cool. They don't have any thing. Well, let's just look at some examples here. Maybe they have something. Like quad reprojection or whatever. Quad reprojection OSL. Damn it. Projection matrices.
Hi, in this video, I'll be talking about projection matrix in the context.
Oh, OLS.
Y hat is illustrate is 1. And you also projection matrix.
Yeah, this is something completely different. Maybe they have, maybe someone's got like OSL cameras. Are these supported yet? Yes. OSL camera scene. That's old. Oh. We will not explain OSL in detail. Since this is a very broad section, you can go, no, there's very detailed explanations here. Okay, thank you. Right. So here you go. These are the things, right? Output variables, point, position, vector, array, T max, depth. Right. Using the OSL. Vector is point P is camera position. Okay, that's good to know. I, camera direction, sometimes called forward. Okay, and then N is the up vector. And then float U, float V. Okay, good. Right. Input types, color point, texture, float. Yeah, you could kind of, in theory, write a fucking shader inside of this, but whatever, you know? Yeah, but this is the whole, I don't know if you guys want to take a look, if you're interested in this kind of shit. This is the kind of stuff. Banking cameras don't have access to it, but can figure out which geometry curves given a UV point setting. Ooh. Well, actually, you know what? Then error function find baking primitive. If find baking primitive. Oh, do you need an include for that to work? Oh, of course. I don't have that. Unless it's already in there. Get message. Oh, does it just mean? Oh, okay, I see. All right, fair enough. Input types, color handling, string handling. Okay, we don't need octane extensions. Wow, this is really extensive. Delayed input evaluation. That's it, eh? Okay. So P is going to be output point position, right? So the output point position is the point where the camera is. That's the output point for the raycast, right? So this just means where rays are shooting out, right? The vector direction is 0. Float Tmax 0, 0 was 1 to 0. And Tmax was what? That's like the depth, right? To disable far clipping, right? Set to plus, whatever, to disable for far clipping, right? So if Tmax is 0, or if dir has 0 length, the returned ray is considered invalid and the renderer will not perform any path tracing for that sample. Right. Like other OSL does not. OSL camera nodes have static input pins which defines the position and orientation of the camera. It's not mandatory for your camera shader to use this position, but if it does, your camera automatically supports motion blur and stereo rendering. Within camera shaders, a point and origin of the camera is available via this point, up vector, and float U, float V. Right. So those are the UV channels, right? Maps the film plane to the unit square, 0, 0, and 1, 1. Similar to channel 1, but the V-axis scale around 0.5. This is gross. So gross. Right, so here's like your focal length for your camera or whatever. So if you want to just hard code in like a focal length. Whoops, I don't want to do that. And then, oh shit, oh, you can't undo? Okay. Wait, where did it go? Like, I would have assumed like a baking camera. Oh. Well, shit. Oh. Okay. I would assume correct. Yeah. But, ooh, is that only going to do it for the current? No, I'm not, I don't care. These are just weird outcasted rays because I'm not baking any textures there anyways. Who gives a fuck? But wait a minute, how can this be right? I mean, it is, but because it's taking the UVs from my thing, right? But what if I start like, that can't be right. Right. Yeah, no, it won't work. It'll work on one. It's gonna bake that texture, right? It's gonna do the UVs of that, right? But if I start throwing geometry in there, right, and yeah, this won't work. Because like it doesn't matter how big or small this thing is, it's not going to yeah, you know, like it's unwrapping it and then doing it. Right, that's what I assumed would happen. So the texture of that sphere is now just being unwrapped and shat on the map, right? That's why that won't work. That would have been cool, though. So... yeah, it's a surface bake. Right, that's why it looked right, because that's my surface. But it won't actually, it's not OSL reprojection, it's just rendering out of the flat UV of whatever it was. That would have been crazy if that worked. But it's similar. It's like a similar concept, right? So you have to obviously... What? Wait. Why is my camera 36 millimeters? Okay, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. So yeah, like a thin lens will be, you know, just a basic camera, and then your OSL camera is gonna be this, but. Yeah, it has to be done in OSL. Let me check my email really quick. I had an old OSL reprojection that sort of kind of worked that I massaged. Let me figure this out. Someone from Otoy sent me one a long time ago. Maybe I can still access it here. It was from so I hope this helps. Blah blah blah. Cube mapping or BX. Yeah, let me. Oh, rip. Oh, CUDA, NN, whatever. Forgot about that. I forgot. Shit, are you serious? I thought I had more in here, though. Oh, DM cube C4D, user cube. Maybe it was this one. Hang on, let me just double check this really quick. Right, so this was the... Wait, where'd it go? This is the old one. What happened there? Oh, I think I need the ORBX. Attaches the ORBX with this mail. Oh, he put it in the ORBX. Okay, I have to do it in this one. Why is it taking so long to fucking download? How big is that? Jesus. How big is CUDNN? Any OSL nerds around? I'm gonna look in the... I can't believe... Is there... Can you search channels? Like, can you search for Discord channels? By the way? Oh, yeah, never mind. Found it. Here we go. Cool. They do have one. GGG. Where is everybody? Server rules. Oh, here we go. Invite link, joined. Yeah. You want me to get the member role to access like a key to all the channels. You don't have the member role, which is an absolute list, so leave the server and join again. Oh, alright. Weird. Okay, why is it locked? Dude, no one... I'm like locked out of everything. I don't have permission. What? How do you do this? You can now quickly add yourself a role. Simply vote for the 3D application used with Octane Larry. If you don't have... Oh. Let's message someone. Wow, a lot of C4D Octane users. Jeez. This thing almost done. There's only one moderator. How do I get in? Oh man. I'm trying to get into the Octane render Discord, but like I don't understand. It says leave the server and join again. It's like I did that and it's weird. It sucks. Oh, progress. Let's go. Are you gonna fucking run? What? Hang on. The fuck? 2 out of 7 licenses in use. 7 require upgrade. Sign out and start again. Retry. Oh, Jesus Christ. Failed to derail this. I think I have to. Uh-oh. Rip. Oh, maybe I have to like. Where is me? Roles? Oh. Members. Okay, so it says I'm a member. The fuck? But I can't talk anywhere? I just want to ask a question. I think I have to restart Discord, maybe. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I didn't restart it. I just exited. No. Oh, all you have to do is. Oh, I see. Roll. Dude, this Discord is out of control. Oh, I'm in now. Oh, okay. I see. I did my thing. I wonder if it has anyone. Geez. Where do I even ask? Just standalone, maybe? Like, yeah, I'm reaching out in the Discord now. I finally got it and I figured it out. It was weird. You had to like vote for the application you use, and then it gives you permissions, and it's just kind of weird. For beginners. I think I have to upgrade my license, which kind of sucks, but to 4. I goofed, I think. Let me sign into my account here. Downloads. Octane V4. Right, go here, go to upgrade in top menu. Oh, okay, I have to upgrade it. Fuck. Upgrade. Upgrade now. Here we go. Render standalone 3. Upgrade to 4. Upgrade to 4. Right? Current version 3, Octane Live ID. Holy shit, do I ever have a lot of those. Oh my god, how did I get all these? Continue. Subtotal 0. I like it. Okay. Accept. 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 Continue. Nice. So do I get a confirmation email? Oh, I do. Nice. New version should be listed next to the license of customary or on your website, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Jeez, which one is it? That's a good question. Program files, toy, RC7, I guess. I suppose. So hopefully my fucking license works now. Yeah, it works. Beauty. So let me open up that OSL that fucking homeboy sent me a decade ago and take a peek. Should be... Ah. Where is it? Request. Somewhere in here. Usercube.orbx. There we go. This is the one I want. So now it should load without any fucking upgrade your shit errors. Hey! Okay, cool. So he says cube size in C4D is 360 centimeters. Here are import settings as meters. So 3.6, right? So it should be 1.0, right? In cube size, right? So this 100% should be 1.0. Let me go to the render target here and see what happens. Okay, this is right. What it's doing. Kind of. It's just that the camera cube transform in C40 the cube is in 180 by 180 by 180, but our import settings is a meter, so 1.8.8 minus 1.8 plus VE Z axis is pointing forward. C40 the cube is rotated 90 degrees. Here I compensated with negative 90 to get the proper faces. Okay. So yeah, he does it here, right? Yeah. This is the camera shit. And now this is the OSL camera. And this is the OSL he used, right? So, object size, 1 string label. Yeah, this is a little different. It's almost like the same fucking thing, sort of, but we have to get camera from. This has to work in Cinema 4D. Right. So in here, if I go OSL, open it, or fucking shove that in there, which is kind of almost the same thing, but. Okay. So we're back. Now, it's just a matter of moving the fucking camera, right? So, let me copy this out and just not render that. We'll go here and we'll use this one. So, if I start moving, well, take the protection tag off. Let me see if anyone answered me about fucking OSL. He's doing some OSL projection stuff here, is he? Oh, he's doing like a bunch of weird things with this shader. That's funny. That's all OSL shader stuff. That's cool. Oh, OSL libraries. Making camera works. Yeah. Oh, right. What was I doing? Yeah. So if I start moving the camera here, then you're gonna get this, right? So you kind of want to line that up to the right camera position, right? Because here's the weird thing is it's not actually getting my camera position from 3DS, right? So if I start doing this, you know, like it kind of works, but you see it's not getting the right angle, you know what I mean? So it's all about like, you know, getting the left and then getting the right. So it like sort of works, but not really. And it has something to do with like like how do you get that camera in, you know? Like that camera's XYZ, that's the problem there. Can C4D do real time? Yeah, kinda, sorta. Depends on the renderer, you know. If you use the OpenGL renderer, sure, but it's kind of garbagey. I'd use TD in that case. Quads on my render. So he's got this matrix, right? Object transforms through objects, transforms, object size. So this is all dependent from standalone, I would imagine. And then output point position P is going to be my camera, right? I wonder if you could probably do multiple cameras in here too, which is kind of neat, but yep. Oh, am I looking at the right one? That's a good question. Probably not. Yeah, it's actually this one. Why you know compile? And then you have to add legit just switch over to the next one to get it to work. What the fuck is that all about? Reset and compile, compile, reset and compile, compile. Yeah, oh, okay. I guess you have to restart the renderer. Oh yeah, you have to restart the renderer. Interesting. I thought it did it real time. Guess not. Oh, great. Now they're watching my stream. Great. Amazing. Fuck. So he's probably like, idiot. Yeah, see, I think that these floats. Well, no, this is just string labels that go into the standalone, right? So this need not apply to Cinema 4D, I guess, but I'll just keep it in there. This is the ugly fucking math. The only thing that the problem we're having is just getting the camera position and FOV and aperture and everything fucking else it needs to cast the rays properly. Because yeah, moving the cameras right like that, but it's just, you know, I don't have the right FOV on this fucking thing. Because you have to plug it into the OSL to get that to reproject properly. But the good news is the top of the cube looks fucking amazing. Shame nothing else does. Yeah. Fuck. Why come you don't do it? Oh, apparently the the Discord for Octane. Yep. It's probably like 27 lines of code. That's it. That's all I need to work out. And then we're gooch. Because this is all done. This is good. I like this setup now. Because now our units are unified to like 100 and 100. So now working in C4D and rendering things out of Octane and pulling them into TD is just, it's going to be 1-to-1. I don't have to fucking fuck around with scaling. So everything is gravy. Except for this. Again, like I said, I could just cheese it and reproject a 1920 by 1080 object, but that's just dumb. Who does that? I feel... I wish Octane had a UV camera, like where you could say, oh, you know, like basically I want to reproject, like a quad reproject camera would be amazing. Because then you could just pick points on the cube for your UVs, just like you would like if you're reprojecting on a quad reproject in TD. You just pick sets of 4 points. And then you can have as many sets as you want, right? So you're doing just quad reprojects. So if you have like a quad mesh of some crazy shit, you could have a massive matrix of different quad reprojects. But thank God a cube only has like visible 3 sides. We only need 3 sets of 4 points for the quad reproject, right? So on the cube, like the quad reproject, say if this was like 0, this would be 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's one quad reproject. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, you know, would be another one. And then 10, 11, 12, 13, you know. You want to do the opposite, actually. just explaining to Risen what I'm trying to do. He's like probably confused. So basically the moral of the story is you know, you want to do all your content in 3D and then render it out, and then render it out perfectly to a quad map, which is doing it on the top. Obviously it's upside down and backwards because my Z-axis isn't inverted, but you want to come back out to that quad map, you know, because then when you start playing around with content that's like already quad map like this, right? So here's here's a test render of what my old OSL did. Spit that out, and then, you know, and then it gets remapped, reprojected back onto a cube surface, and looks all pretty and nice. Except this one's like a little bit wrong because of the scale of my cubes. You can tell like the left and right, the FOV isn't the same because we've moved our camera around because I realized I was doing it backwards. So that's essentially it. Like you just basically you want to render it's just a simple ass quad reproject, right? But it's just the problem is you have to do it all in OSL, right? Because you can't set up 3 cameras to render to 1 image. Well, you can, but you can do it in OSL, but that's like another joke in itself. But it's totally doable. Like with 1 camera, you know, you just say, you know, if your rays are, you know, equal to or less than, you know, 1.5, well then stick them all in like, you know, 0.5 to 0.5, which is like the bottom left of your image. You know what I mean? And I had it working in the old one, but now that I've rotated my camera, no, I'm not trying to bake out a displacement map. I'm just trying to render out the entire scene like we used to, right? So like an old cube scene looked like this. Let me see here. I'll just pull up an old one. What the hell? Okay, fuck, whatever. Crate VDB, crate. DM crate. Yeah, fuck it. I think I had this one. Boom. So like here's the cube I'm looking at. PUBG crate. So original. Where did my camera go? Here, right? Actually, let me open one that had the OSL already in it. What did this one do? Oh, this cloth simulation. Let me open up one that worked. Close. Get the fuck out of here. No. Jeez. Cube content cinema 4D. What's a good one? Bounce. I don't even know what this is. We'll open it anyway. Ugh, of course, it's not good enough. Jeez. Give me something complete. Open. I don't know. Grid fix, mouse head nod. MIDI 2, no octane. Let's try this one. Fuck's sakes. Alright, so like here's our cube, right? And then when you render this one's kind of dumb as fuck. When you render this out, basically it'll render out a quad reproject of it. Camera's seen to the quad reproject. It's quad. How to explain? A quad reproject means like, okay, well, 0. Oh, I can just say it? Okay, so a quad reproject basically is like, okay, bottom left is 0, right? and then it's 0, 1, and then it's 1, 1, and then it's 1, 0. You know what I mean? For just one quad reproject. So for like, if you're going to render something out at 1920 by 1080, and then you're just looking through, you know, the camera, you know, the boundaries of the UV of the raycasts are quad, right? So if you want to have a matrix of quad reprojects, right, then you have to say, okay, well, now we're going to add another reprojection, right? So you could have a scene like that's 786 by 786, but your geometry in there, for every quad in there, you can take that quad and then flatten it out. Like you would, it's just basically almost exactly what a baking camera does, except it doesn't render the one texture. So here, actually, I'll show you exactly what it should be doing. Yeah? What happened? What do you mean the internet won't work? I'm on the internet. Well, honestly, I would love to troubleshoot that shit, but they wired it so fucked up that I have no idea how any of it works. So now you gotta message Katie. Huh? Oh. Maybe. I could look at it in a minute. I'm just trying to solve this fucking problem. So you say the Wi-Fi is not up? I could reset the switch. It might help. Yeah, you know what? I've noticed that too, actually. Let me... Sorry, man. I'm gonna... Fucking house things. Yeah, I noticed I had a download going that was like slow as fuck. It might be the, no, 3 millisecond ping. Oh, shit. There we go. All right. Can you give me like 20 minutes and I'll just reset everything? All right. Yeah, there's probably like one of the switches probably took a shit. Because it works fine here. Yeah, recent window. Yeah, so if you use a baking camera, this is what this is how it should render, basically. Fucking right? Hello? Oxane? You with me? Yeah. So that should render out like that, but not baking. I want it to actually, you know, cast the rays in that spot instead of baking a camera. So a baking camera, it would be very similar to a reproject camera, like a quad reproject, because that's what you're doing here. But it's only doing the texture, right? So if obviously if I put a sphere up in this top part and moved it around, it should show it up here as well. But if you do it with a baking camera, it's just gonna unwrap all the UVs, so you can render out your texture, like bake it, you know. But yeah, essentially this is the end result. But this is the wrong way to do it, because if you start throwing in fucking geometry in this one, like if I start putting a sphere here, you know, it's gonna screw it up, because this is the UVs of that sphere texture. So if I actually just change this to fucking, you know, different types of geometry for generating the textures, you know, you're gonna get, you know, different little maps. But really what you would want is that to render up here, this bit to render down there, and that bit to render down there according to the... Yeah. It's like render to texture from 3ds Max would come in handy. It's a cast rays. Exactly. Yeah, you get it. So I had it working 100%, but now it's just I moved my camera, I've scaled things up, and now it's like I got to deal with this fucking projection matrix now. So see, it's sort of doing it here. So it did the top right. But now I have to finagle my left and right to match that. And it's it's this garbage. I hate this shit. I have no idea what any of this is. Well, I kind of get what it's doing. Like, I know some of these words. You know? And you can change the cage setting manually. Well, yeah, you can do it all in here. But, you know, I don't want to move my camera. I don't want to change my geometry. I don't want to fudge it to get it to work. I mean, maybe I could just for, like, tests and shits and giggles, right? So if I start, like, scaling up and down, you know, this, you know, like, it's just a matter of scale, I think, in this case. And then angle, too, of rotation, because my camera also tilted. Wait, how do you grab all three? Oh, yeah, there you go. You know? But the top is right in what it's doing. It's just I have to get now the left side and the right side. But my whole scene, like, rotated 180 degrees, so now it's like... moving it manually is just the dumbest idea right now, because everything's all like nice and prime numbers and everything. So it's really all just about, you know, pulling these variables kind of thing, like, you know, here in my normal physical camera stuff. You know, it's like a 36. If I start fucking around with my FOV, you know, it's not going to matter, because this is all just using OSL, right, for the reproject. So none of these settings are going to matter. It's all handled in this OSL, right? So I have to match the FOV and the XYZ position of the camera and all that stuff. And then reproject, quad reproject the rays, you know, as they should be on the side. That's the problem. And it's breaking my heart. Yeah, visual development sucks. I will be right back in like maybe 2 minutes. I just gotta reset some shit for Kelly. She's freaking out. She can't watch Netflix. 1 sec. Kelly? Okay, I'm gonna reboot the switch. Everything's gonna go off.